office that Friday. It was the sales rep who I talked to told me that he went there and he saw that the office is closed and he can't enter the building. He was calling the sales manager and the sales manager wasn't answering none at all. And that's where I got my information to know that these people are a scammer.
Omar Shand also fell victim to the scam. He too saw the advertisement on TikTok and also saw a few girls outside the company giving away flyers promoting the deal.
I did some business with them, so them have an interview, so them have some car and thing with them sell. So them show me on them internet thing, them computer thing and thing. So them come and pick a vaccine and them say, alright, them pay down for them. Them pay down 160. So the 160, we get them 140 by them at a Wednesday. We get them 140, we go back for so I go back for 20 grand by the time Thursday morning. By the time come back Thursday morning, them lock from that. Can't get to talk to them, I try to call them, we can't get to them, nothing at all. So there's only that I say, money gone on the gym.
Another man who turned up to do business with them said he started the process but was yet to offer his down payment.
We kind of doubt it when we see the flyers because I said it's too good to be true. Based upon information when them put on the flyers. So the last thing them tell me is that I don't really make a down payment yet. The last thing them tell me is that they have a backlog, and as soon as them clear the backlog, they will come make the payment. So I pass on to check to find out if the office really open.
Meanwhile, Mark said a representative from the company told him he could retrieve his money if he visited the Victor Mutual Building Society downtown Kingston.
You have to go to the bank, my dear. You have to go to BNBS downtown with your receipt, your ID, and the bank account information and fill out a claims form. Okay? Because the account has been blocked.
Then I'm there to reclaim back my money from this institution where the person tell me that I can go there with the account number, the business name, and when I bring forth that information to the person at the BNBS bank, they tell me that there's no account there's no such thing like that. So right there then, I know that I am lost.
We reached out to the Building Society, which sent a statement denying any involvement. The Building Society said, quote, "We would like to state unequivocally that the VM Building Society has no involvement in the operations of the named business and has advised potential victims of fraudulent activities to make a formal report to the JSA Fraud Squad and where transactions have been made through an account held at VMBS, provide a report at any VMBS branch along with proof of payment." Kirk Wright, TVJ News.
In the meantime, Senior Superintendent in charge of the St. Andrews Central Police Division, Marlon Nesbitt, says they have received complaints from alleged customers.
On Friday of last week, two persons turned up at the Arbitrary Police CID section where they made reports of persons obtaining money by false pretense at that company, namely Integrated Marketing Communication, with office somewhere in the Southfield area. So they started their investigation, but from all indications, the directors of the company whom we would have need to interview at this time are not making themselves available to the extent that it's then to know we have gone to the premises, but there's no useful information as to their location. So we continue this investigation, and we're urging anybody else who have any issue around this to come forward with their reports at this time.
Now to a developing story out of the United States, which has major implications for travel from Jamaica. The Joe Biden-led administration will end COVID-19 vaccination requirements for international air travelers to that country on May 11. The White House made the announcement today. The new travel rules mean international air travelers who are not U.S. citizens or lawful permanent residents will no longer need to be fully vaccinated before flying to the United States. The requirement will also be dropped the same day the administration said It will end the public health emergency tied to the coronavirus pandemic. The administration is also ending vaccination requirement it put in place for international air travelers as part of its effort to curb the spread of new variants.
Now, the commercial hub of Spanish Town in St. Catherine is still feeling the negative effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. As Sandy Williams reports, the pandemic is being blamed for an increase in vendors, which has left the Spanish Town market with limited space.
Several businesses were forced to downsize in order to keep afloat during the COVID-19 pandemic. As a result, many people lost their jobs and had to find alternative ways to provide for their families, including vending, even if it meant on the streets. It's a practice Councillor for the Portmore Pines Division, Claude Hamilton, has taken note of.
There are many persons coming on within our jurisdiction and are being sold, and some of them are not up for it. They think it's easy to go to the street and 1, 2, 3 and just sell without any interruption. That, sir, would put them on the wrong side of law.
Additionally, Councillor Hamilton says a lot of vendors are operating in Spanish Town without a license, which could impact the functions of the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation. Given the influx of new vendors, Mr. Hamilton warns the corporation to do more public education campaigns.
As we have known in the past, I think at the last or previous meeting, that our liability at this council increases every day, and especially in the markets in different townships. The increase in electricity, the increased water rates. So unless we collect from the established and known vendors, even the ones outside, we cannot maintain and supply a proper functioning service to our residents in the parish.
While we say some people might be new, no problem. What we would do is to put notices within the markets so that persons would see these notices, they're alerted of them and so forth. Just last week we would have recorded to do a town crier within the townships so that persons are aware that the registration now begins for this period.
Commercial Services Manager at the corporation, Telka Holt, explained that since the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic, the vending population in the old capital has exploded.
On the market cannot hold. We have over 700 persons in Spanish Town, and the market, it cannot hold everyone. What we did in terms of solution now is to have another market, and we have to find somewhere where we can have another market.
Ms. Holt added that she has engaged the mayor of Spanish Town, Norman Scott, in dialogue about identifying lands for a new market. Sandy Williams, TVJ News. Still to come this evening, stakeholders of St. Catherine-based primary school want guidance counselor post reinstated.